The discussion around inflation targeting regime in India is getting prominence as an assessment of the inflation target is due in the first half of 2026. So in June 2016, the Reserve Bank of India adopted an explicit inflation targeting framework with target for headline inflation in range of 4 plus minus 2%, prioritizing price stability as the core objective of its monetary policy. The assessment is done every 5 years and the target was unchanged after last assessment in 2021. Recently, in Economic Survey 2024 and Chibber 2020, that is before last assessment, has questioned the merits of India's inflation targeting regime, which aims at a headline inflation rate of 4% with a band of 2% on either side. CEA Ananta Nageshwaran argues that it is unfair to the central bank to give it a target for inflation to be kept in check when food is outside its control. He further argues that fiscal policy has a larger role in food inflation management. However, Eichengreen and Gupta and authors at the Reserve Bank of India differs from this view. Eichengreen and Gupta shows that food price inflation has predictive content for future core inflation and it should not be disregarded. They also believe that target of 4% plus minus 2 is still a good range for inflation target. However, they recommend reweighing the component of the CPI basket. Several RBI authors seems to agree with the view that food can't be ignored in inflation targeting regime. Recently, many articles has appeared in the Reserve Bank of India bulletin around properties of inflation. In January, Patra, John and George investigates core-like properties of food inflation, namely volatility, persistent spillovers and cyclical sensitivity. In February, George, Bhatia, John and Das investigate several core measures based on exclusion-trimmed means, reweighted CPI and trend CPI. In April, Behra and Ranjan shows second-round effect of food and fuel on core inflation. In August, Patra, John and George provides empirical evidence to suggest the spillover for food inflation to non-food components. These are aligned with the view that food inflation can't be ignored in India under inflation targeting regime. There is also a wide range of views from including more measures in monetary policy mandates such as Maharishi 2024 advocating for including corporate bond market responsibility, Dicao and Bowles 2021 advocating for including sustainability measures, whereas others suggested abandoning inflation targeting altogether. However, in my opinion, these measures are unlikely to happen in the review scheduled for 2026. It will be interesting to follow how the discussion progresses as the assessment becomes nearer. I will be following this discussion very closely over next 1.5 years, and for further update on the topic, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.